and I am back with some more mommy tips and some more mommy talk. Today, we're going to be covering all things twins. Well, let me not say all things twins, but we're going to be talking about twins, okay? And today, I've got my Aunty Tavia. Last time I had my aunt, I had my over-the-top aunt. This is my chill, toned-out aunt who I can kind of talk to about some more serious things. So, that was my auntie who was over-the-top and crazy. It's my crazy aunt. This is my chill aunt, okay? So, I got my Aunty Tavia here today who she had twins a few years back, and she's gonna give you some good information about all things twins, okay? But before we get started, do not forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button that's gonna be right there to the right of your screen. And don't forget to hit your notification bell so you get all your updates about every time I post, okay? Thank you so much for watching, mommies. Let's get started. Okay, mommies, so the reason why I wanted to do a video on twins is because, as you know, I want to be reaching all audiences. I know there are some moms out there who have multiple children. So we're going to cover twins. I don't know any moms who had more than two. So we're not going to be doing triplets and quadruplets. We're not going to be doing all that. But we're going to cover twins, and hopefully all of y'all can relate. Okay, so first we're going to start with her story. She's going to talk to us about how she found out she was even having twins. And then she's also going to tell us how she told her husband, what were her thoughts, how she prepared, the whole nine. Okay, and then we'll get into the nursing questions, okay? So stick with us. Let's get started.
So I already had 3 children, older than them, okay? So we thought we were done. So things happened, of course, you know how that rolls, and got a pregnancy test and thought, okay, well, I'm not going to tell him, you know, because I know he didn't want another child. Well, I started spotting, and so of course this was cause for concern. I'd never spotted in any of my previous pregnancies. So when I went to the doctor, they did an ultrasound, and the tech was new, so she pulls up the ultrasound, it pops up on the screen, and I see 2 little sacs looking at me with little tiny dots in the bottom of them. So immediately I'm like, oh, and she's like, oh. She had never seen twins before, neither had I. It never dawned on me that, hey, my mom had twins, you could possibly have the twins. You know, they have the saying that, you know, it skips generations. It didn't skip me. Wow. And another plug, just FYI, I was informed that as an African American over 30, you have a strong possibility of having twins even if they don't run in your family. So watch out, ladies.
Oh, God. I got to get him in before 30.
Yes, please do. And there's always a possibility. And they said multiples. They didn't just say twins. So.
Jesus!
So be careful, ladies. This is how I told my spouse. So I went to the appointment by myself. So the ultrasound tech gave me a total of 3 pictures. One was with both sacs, and then there were individual pictures, sac A, sac B. So I said, okay, I'm going to get him. So he's at home at the kitchen table with the other children waiting on me to get back. So I get back and I pass him the individual pictures with sac A, sac B. So it looks like, of course, they're just little dots. So it looks like it's just 2 pictures of the same baby. Well, my oldest daughter was next to him. So she grabbed the pictures from him. You know, he still wasn't feeling having another child or whatever. So he was a little like, okay, whatever. But when she grabbed the picture, she said, are we having twins? So then he immediately grabs the pictures, and then I throw out the 3rd one that has both sacs. Woo! It was crazy. He started calling people. We all fell out. Are you serious, T? Are you serious?
So he got happy?
Oh, he was done then. No more pouty face. No more, ooh, we're pregnant again. It was, I can't believe it. Wow. I'm having twins. This is the first set of twins in the Johnson family. So it was huge. And it just blew me away. Now, I always get sick with pregnancies. So from that day forward, I could not talk, eat, drink without throwing up. So my life just went for like about good 3 to 5 months. But it was worth it in the end.
And like, when she said she was sick, like, we mean like sick. Like, I remember my mom, my other aunts, I got like 4 or 5 aunts, my grandmothers, they were like all taking turns making dinner all week because this woman could not come out the bed. Like, whenever she started talking, she threw up. So I never want to have twins, just never. Preparing for twins.
To be honest, there is no official preparation. There is no way you can prepare effectively because you do not know what you're going to have. You don't know if they will like this, they won't like that. All babies are different. So just to bring it all in, make sure you have plenty of everything. That is the key with twins. It's not that you need double of everything. You'll need plenty of diapers. Plenty of diapers. Plenty of diapers. Get all the help you can get, ladies. Diapers and wipes, pacifiers, and I would wait until the babies come because you don't know what pacifiers they'll prefer. You know, again, babies are different and they're entitled to have their little opinions. So just wait until they get here to see what they like, what they don't like, but get diapers. Diapers and diapers, ladies. What you will need doubles of are the following. Car seats.
Can't leave the hospital without those.
No, ma'am. You need a double stroller.
Can't come to the hospital without that.
Or leave without it, okay? And lastly, pretty much anything they'll need to sit in or be transported in, i.e. high chairs, bouncers.
Yes.
You'll need 2 of those.
Yes. What about cribs? I know a lot of people are like, do I need to buy 2 cribs? Because cribs are expensive, y'all. Cribs are expensive. Do you need 2 cribs?
Now, I did not use 2 cribs. And this being my reasoning, just me personally, they're in the womb together for 9 months or more. So, or less. But they need to be by each other because they're used to being by each other. Yeah. My children did excellent sleeping together. I know of someone who chose to do 2 cribs, and they did let me know that they had trouble with their sleeping, you know, together or whatever. So I would advise putting them together. Since they're small anyway, they're used to being next to each other. That's just what I would advise. 1 crib is very much so sufficient.
Whew, ready, save that money. Shoot, and get them diapers. Yeah. Get them diapers. Labor and delivery.
All right, ladies, I want to prepare you all for labor and delivery with twins. It is quite different in that I was under the impression, since I had previous pregnancies, okay, this time I'm going to do it without an epidural. I'm going to go natural. I want to let you know you cannot do that during a twin delivery.
Why would you want to? But okay, go ahead.
Okay, with a twin delivery, you are required to already be with an epidural on the OR table, just in case of an emergency. They can go ahead and do a C-section in the case that you are pushing them out, which was my particular case. I was able to push both twins out, and but I was doing it on an OR table just in case anything went wrong. So I want to prepare you for that C-section. If you're already going to do a C-section, we already know what the setup is. You're going straight to the OR table. But if you're pushing them out, you will also go to the OR table. My advice to you all is to ensure that you get your rest after labor and delivery of the twins. That is a very, I don't want to say traumatic, but it's a very tiring process.
Yes.
And you will be extremely tired. I had both the twins in the room with me. You know, I was just nervous. I wanted both babies with me, but I ended up leaving one of the babies on the side of the bed. And
she dropped him, y'all. Ooh. She dropped him.
From that point on, I said, okay, nurses, I need your help.
Yes.
Please,
yes.
Get in here after I feed them, take them away.
Yes.
And I rested.
Yes.
So please, by all means, do that, because when you get home, it's all on you, baby. It's all on you.
Okay, mommies. Now we're gonna get into the meat of this thing. I know we've been laughing and having a good time talking about these twins, but let's get into the meat of it. We're gonna start talking about nursing twins. And first, she's gonna give us some pros, and then she's gonna give us some cons to nursing twins. Okay? So let's get into that segment. Pro number 1.
The first pro is this is the best milk for your baby.
Yes.
The absolute best.
Yes.
You do not have to worry about anything going wrong with it. It's strictly from you.
Amen. Come on, ain't God gonna good God? Yes, He is. Pro number 2.
Breastfeeding twins, your babies will be less fussy than with formula milk. Breast milk is building up antibodies for sicknesses. Anything that goes wrong with your baby, you can pretty much figure out that it's eventually going to work itself out, because breast milk builds up the antibodies. You're sick, you build up antibodies that go straight to the baby. You can't ask for anything better. So, pro number 2.
And pro number 3.
Ladies, it's cheaper! Save that money.
Yes.
Breastfeed those babies.
Yes. All right, let's move over to the cons.
All right, ladies, there are no cons to breastfeeding twins.
Psych.
Okay. There is one con, and it's for breastfeeding, period. It's going to be work.
Yes.
It is. It's going to be a lot more work than having one, but it's well worth it. But again, it's work. Go get your nipple cream, because you will have sore nipples. With 2 of them on you, it's going to be a lot of work. So make sure you have that nipple cream.
Yes.
Also, with the adjustment of feeding 2 babies from both breasts, there is a possibility of your breast becoming engorged. If this happens, go take a hot shower. Let that milk drip off of you to let it release, get it off you, and help it adjust, all right?
Now let's talk about getting them on a feeding schedule.
Tip number 1, ladies, use your help.
Yes.
Family members, spouse, older children. After you feed the baby, pass the baby. So pass the baby, pass the baby, pass the baby, the baby, the baby. Hey, pass. Tip number 2. All right, so if you do not have the help you need, older children or a spouse, I would strongly suggest that the baby, remember these babies are little, put a different colored baby hat on each of the twins so that you can keep track of which baby you're feeding. For instance, one can have on red, one can have on a blue cap. So it's 2:55 in the morning. I know I picked up blue cap, so I'll write down on my little have pen and paper ready, write on my pen pad 2:55 a.m. blue. Or just put the letter B if it's easy. Remember, it's 2:55 in the morning, okay? So put blue back in the bed. If you wake up, if red's not up, red's not ready to feed, you know, refer to the paper when you hear some crying. Refer to the paper, okay, I just fed blue, that must be red. Pick up red, record it, 3:55. It's work, ladies, but it will help you make sure that you feed the right baby.
This is team too much.
You can also utilize your non-human help, i.e. your bouncers, your car seats. This is what I had to use. When both babies were in the bed, one went to nurse, I would grab the one, nurse it, keep the car seat in front of me, and whoever I just nursed, they went in the car seat. So then I could realize and recognize, okay, whoever's still in the crib, that one hasn't eaten yet. Just another way of making sure both babies are fed. Again, it is wee hours of the morning, so it is possible to try to feed the same baby that you've already fed. Believe me.
All right. Getting rest and taking care of you.
No, I'm not ready. Getting rest and taking care of you. Now, as for me, I slept in the twins' room on a couch next to the crib, so it will be easier for me as far as feeding both of them. My reasoning for doing this is because they fed pretty much every 2 hours, and I didn't want to have to walk the hallways back and forth from room to room to feed them.
What about like a bed? Would you just suggest having a bed in the room next to them? Because the couch, what about a bed?
Well, you can do a couch, but it was easier for me to sit up on a couch versus sitting up, trying to sit up and readjust in a bed setting. I don't know about you all, but when I sleep, I sleep. So on a couch, you know, you're on the armrest, you know, when you hear crying, you immediately sit up, you have automatic back support. So you don't have to adjust or anything. That's just my personal suggestion, but you're more than welcome to have a bed next to the crib if that works for you.
True, I didn't think about that.
My next tip for you all is to get away from the house setting for at least an hour. This is vital to make sure that you don't get used to the monotony of the house, the room where you're feeding them. You need the break. So take at least an hour away from the house setting.
How often?
I would suggest at least once a day if you have the help to be able to do that. If not, I would at least do maybe 3 times a week. However often you can get that help, take at least an hour away to breathe, to refresh the scenery of driving. I mean, because you're in the house just with the babies all day long. That's not healthy for you or the babies.
No,
they need the break too. So
I say take a day. That's what I say. Take a day. Just pump the milk and leave.
Tip number 3. In order to leave the house for an hour and leave babies with someone else, you're going to have to pump extra milk in order to leave them so you won't have to breastfeed them. This will require you to drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water and eat well so your milk will produce more, so you can pump extra bottles, leave them with the person that's watching your babies, and get out of that house, ladies. Get out of that house.
Yes. Next, we're going to talk about weaning your baby off of the breast. Now, first, before we even get started, I want you all to understand that this is going to be a process. They have been sucking your titties for 9 months, for 12 months, however long. They've been on it for a while. So it's not gonna be an overnight process. It's gonna take some time. So I want you to be patient.
So with that being said, don't force anything. If you try this type of bottle, it's not working, it's okay. Toss it. Try another different type of bottle. Sometimes certain babies don't go to bottles. Sometimes they can go from you to a sippy cup. Just be open to trying anything. Don't force it. just take your time, relax. It's gonna be okay. They're gonna get off of you.
Yes.
I promise.
Yes. But get them off that thing before them teeth come in.
Ouch. Usually the introduction of baby food will help with this process. However, sometimes it does not work. So just be patient. Keep trying. Again, the key is to keep trying something different. Do not give up. Right?
I hope they eating by this time. Shoot.
7 to 9 months. They should be on
they should
baby
be
food.
They should be on some table food. Yeah, like dipping that thing in some barbecue, chicken wing and barbecue sauce, going in on it. Table food.
To help your baby's stomachs adjust to going from breast milk to regular milk or formula, depending on their age group. This is what I would suggest doing. I would suggest putting half breast milk, half formula in the bottle. They still taste the breast milk, but they're getting the formula in there, and their stomach can adjust. And as you see that they are fine, their poops are fine, then you can do more formula until it's all gone and help them adjust to breast milk to formula.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, mommies, that's all we've got for you today. We had a ball. Yes. I mean, it's like, just sidebar, we've been here for like 2 hours. So well, it's supposed to be 45 minutes and turned into 2 hours, okay? Yeah, it's all good. But we had a blast, and I have to thank my Aunty Tavia Johnson for coming here and doing this with me and talking to the moms about twins. And it was just more information, even just to all moms, about nursing and weaning and all those things. It was a really great video. I think so. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the description box below, and we'll be sure to answer them for you. Okay, but before we go, don't forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button that's going to be to the right of your screen, and don't forget to hit your notification bell so you get all your updates about every time I post. Okay, thank you so much, mommies, for watching, and always remember that your children appreciate you. Everything for that. Wow. Your kids appreciate you for everything that you do. Okay, got that mixed up. And a woman who fears the Lord, her children will rise up and call her blessed. Thanks so much.